how's everybody doing? First of all, how's everybody doing? Let's make sure we got everything straight. Let's make sure we got everything straight. Let's make sure. Let's make sure. Okay, we're good. All right, so listen. Listen. You're gonna listen, Linda. You're gonna listen, Linda. So listen, we were having a little discussion. We're having a little discussion. Well, first of all, let me say this. I hope your day is going well. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Hope your day is great. Phenomenal. Day is Friday. You may be watching the replay, watching it over again, but depending on when you're watching it, I just want to come on and say, welcome, 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 welcome. And I hope you had a fantastic Friday. But anyway, I was having a discussion with some people that I know earlier, and the topic came up of actors. And for those that follow my channel, those that know, you may know, you may not know. But I like some good movies. I like some good movies. I like a good movie. And so we were talking and debating. And earlier, well, let me tell you about my day first. I shared that video earlier on the live earlier. I did a live earlier today, and I shared, about the DOT. I want to do a DOT drug test, and I actually got stuck. I actually went to put some air in the tire and locked the keys. I locked the keys in the car, and so I had to break in the car, with some help. Thank God for my help. Sometimes when you're struggling, trying to do things on your own, sometimes, your father sends people to help you. So that's what happened with me. I was there for not even that. I wasn't even there that long. A couple of minutes, and then one after the other, people came because I came home and got a hanger, and the hanger I got, it was good, but it wasn't sturdy enough to get inside the car. So they end up asking somebody. One of the guys ended up asking somebody that could pull it up. Did they have something to help us get into the car? And so we end up getting into the car. And so anyway, fast forward to now. Like I said, we had a discussion. We were talking about actors and stuff. Talking about actors and who the best actors in the world. So I just say let me do 50. I'm gonna do 50 of them. And I went because I went to Google in the beginning to see what Google said, and Google's a trip. But I'm gonna look at Google. I looked at Google already, but I'm gonna give my top 50. Forget what Google says. I'm gonna give my top 50. I'm gonna give my top 50 actors, and you can agree, you can disagree, and lighten the mood because I do kind of serious content. But today is Friday, lighten the mood a little bit. Get away from what I usually talk about. Let's talk about the 50 my top 50 actors of all time. And first, I gotta start off, and that's gonna be number one on my. Well, you can put them number one. You put them how you want to put them, but on my list, I'm gonna say number one is gonna be Sidney Poitier. Without a doubt in my mind, that's number one for me. Sidney Poitier is number one, and I go with Paul Newman, Robert Redford, Al Pacino, Clint Eastwood. I'm not forget Google's list. I'm not talking about looking at Google's list right now, but they on this. Those I just named, they're on this list, but they're way down to the bottom. Who else? Let's get the list. Who else? They got Will Smith down at 99. I'm like, dang, Will Smith 99. What? But Martin Sheen. I would say Martin Sheen. No. Oh, Don Cheadle. I'm gonna put Don Cheadle on the list. I love Don Cheadle. Don Cheadle got to be on the list. Jim Carrey. Samuel Jackson. He got to be on the list. Samuel Jackson got to be on the list. Morehouse Man. You know, he started acting for a long time. Bill Murray. Put Bill Murray on the list. You got to put Bill Murray on the list. Oh, um, um, I say Robert De Niro. Put Robert De Niro on the list too. I don't know if I said Robert De Niro or not, but I'm putting. Got to put Robert De Niro on the list. Al Pacino. I think I said Robert De Niro already. I said Robert De Niro, Al Pacino. Who else? Joe Pesci. Put Joe Pesci on the list. Joe Pesci been in a lot of good movies too. That's 8. Gene Hackman. That's 9. Tom Cruise. That's 10. Let's see. Let's see who else. Who else? Who else can we? Who else can we? I'm too far down. Let me go. Let me go up. Let me go up. Let me go up further, so that way we ain't skipping nobody. Probably should have went through the list, but this is a joke, really. Google's a trip. This is a joke. Google should be ashamed of themselves for the list that they made up. They should be ashamed of themselves. Marlon Brando, he's not one of my. He's all right. Yeah, Jack Nicklaus. I put him at 11. He's one of my favorite too. The Joker, you know. Marlon Brando, yeah, he played the Godfather. Yes, played the Godfather and everything. You know, he's a good actor, but I won't put. I'll put him on a list. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Now, Google's not facts because Google's just opinion. It's like me and your opinion. Google's not facts because they say these actors are the top actors. That don't mean they're the top actors. Because they got some of these actors before. I'm speaking during my time. I'm talking about during since I was born and since I started watching TV. Not years back. Not years back. I'm talking about from the time I grew up until now. These are the actors that I like. So that's what I'm basing it on. Not on what Google says about, 100 years ago who's the best actors, because they got Humphrey Bogart on here. I watched Casablanca one time and that's it. You know what I'm saying? That's the only movie I've seen him in. So I can't put him on my list because, I really haven't seen much of his movies, much of his work. But other ones, the ones that I'm naming, I've seen a lot of their movies. So I got to put him on my list. So anyway, Marlon Brando, I'm not putting him on the list. Google got him number 2 of all out of the top 100 actors. They got Marlon Brando number 2. Come on, man, get out of here. You can't be serious. Hold on. Let me get the comments later. Hold on, because I can't really see. Like I said, I got Robert De Niro on the list. He's number 3. Al Pacino number 4. But Paul Newman, I gotta put Paul Newman on the list. Put Paul Newman at number 12. Put him on the list. Paul Newman number 12. Gotta put him on the list. Dustin Hoffman. Dustin Hoffman is good. I like it. I like him in The Graduate. If you haven't seen The Graduate, that's a great movie. The Graduate, when he starts dating he's a college student. If you haven't seen The Graduate, make sure you see it. But anyway, I'm gonna give you a little synopsis of what it is. He started dating an older woman in the movie, and all the time they want him to start dating their daughter or go out with the daughter. And then he finally goes out with the daughter, and at the beginning he doesn't like her, but then he falls in love with her, and the mom doesn't want him to date her because they actually had an affair. But in the end, the daughter goes to get married, and he's banging on the glass, and he's crying out to her, and she cries out back to him, and they get on the bus and ride together and run away together. So great movie in a sense. Tom Hanks, yeah, you got to put Tom Hanks on the list. Bosom Buddies. If you haven't seen that video that I did a video about Bosom Buddies. No, I'm sitting on scratch, but I did a video about our Bosom Buddies, and I sang a song. I don't care what you say anymore. This is my life. Anyway, that's Tom Hanks. Bosom Buddies. Tom Hanks has been acting a long time, so you gotta put him on the list. You gotta put him on the list of the top 50. He's already on the list. He always on the list. Anthony Hopkins. Put him on the list. 14. Gotta put Anthony Hopkins on the list. Clarice. Silence of the Lambs. Put him on the list. Who else we got here? Let me see what else they got on here. Paul Newman. I got Paul Newman on the side already. Paul Newman. Robert Redford. You know, if you haven't seen one of the first movies I fell in love with Paul Newman in was The Hustler. The Hustler. And they remade it when they remade it with Tom Cruise. Oh my goodness, that was the best. When you say, if I don't beat you this time, if I don't beat you now, I'm gonna beat you then. If I don't beat you then, I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna keep coming to try to beat you. And you say, you know why? You say, because I'm back. And they play music with doom doom. So watch The Color of Money. Check it out. Color of Money. Color of Money. Yeah. Hello, hey, how you doing? How you doing? The Color of Money is a great movie to check it out and watch. So, of course, you got to put Denzel on the list. You got to put Denzel. That's 15. He shouldn't be that far down, but on here he's number 10. But you got to put Denzel on the list. You got to put Denzel on. You got to put what's his name? James Earl Jones. I put him at 16. James Earl Jones. They killed Cornbread and he didn't do nothing. Cornbread and Me. That's a classic. You got to see that too. Cornbread and Me. That's a classic. So put that on your list, on your bucket list to watch. You know, put that in your Netflix or whatever you got, your Tubi, whatever, and watch out Cornbread and Me. James Earl Jones. You got to put him on the list too. He's not even on the list of 100. He's not even on this list. So that's why I say this list is a joke. So anyway, Spencer Tracy. I don't even know who that is. What he play in? I don't know who that is. Spencer Tracy. I heard the name. Lawrence Oliver, yeah, I heard of him, but no, he's not going on the list. Jack Lemmon, no, he's not going on the list. Michael Caine, no, he's not going on the list, on my list. James Stewart, no. Robin Williams, of course, 17, put him on the list. Robin Williams got to go on the list. You know Robin Williams got to go on the list. One of the funniest men alive. Robert Duvall, yep. One of my favorite Robert Duvall movies is when he's been in a lot. But one of the favorite ones is the one with Tom Cruise, Days of Thunder, and the final scene in that movie when he say, can you get up? Can you walk, or do I have to carry you? He said, carry me where? Carry me where? He say to Victory Lane, because he was scared. You know, he was scared because they had been through the things, and Tom Cruise almost died. But he said, can I carry you where? He said Victory Lane. He said, can I walk? He got up. He said, can I walk? He said, hell, I'll race your ass. And then they started running. So then they played music. So anyway, Days of Thunder, that's a classic too. Check that out, Days of Thunder. So anyway, Robert Duvall, got to put him on the list. Sean Penn. Yeah, I put Sean Penn on this because the first movie my daughter was younger, I took her to see a Sean Penn movie. And she was crying. She was crying in the movie, so I take her out of there, carry her out of there. So I put Sean Penn on because of that. But he's not Morgan Freeman, of course. Got to put Morgan Freeman on the list. Oh, oh goodness, I can't think of the guy's name, man. He's on the list too, number 21. Oh my goodness, I can't think of his name right now. He's been in a lot of movies too. He was in it'll come to me in a second. Let me keep going, but I'm reserving 21 for him. Richard Gere. Richard Gere's put him 21 on the list. Pretty Woman, you got a Pretty Woman. Officer and a Gentleman, one of my favorites. You gotta put him on the list. So Jeff Bridges, no. I got Sidney Poitier on the list already. Eddie Murphy. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna skip him. Eddie Murphy, 23. Gotta put him on the list. Eddie Murphy. Because Eddie Murphy, regardless of what you say about Eddie Murphy, you might not be a comedian, might not like comedy, but Eddie Murphy has done a lot for comedians. And like he pretty much, who came before him? Richard Pryor, Bill Cosby, but oh yeah, I gotta put Pryor on the list too. 24. Put Pryor on the list. You gotta put Pryor on the list. One of my favorite Richard Pryor movies is Grease Lightning. And it's about a famous African American driver that battled everything, racism and everything, to become one of the top NASCAR drivers because they didn't want him driving back then. They tried to kill him, but he started out bootlegging, delivering moonshine, But yeah, I got to put him on the list too, 24. So but yeah, Oh, and Clint. You gotta put Clint on the list. You can't put Clint on. You can't not put Clint on the list. Clint Eastwood 25. And the reason why I love Clint because Clint is a true underdog too. And number 20, 25, 26 is Sylvester Stallone. So 25 Clint Eastwood, 26 Sylvester Stallone. But both of them are underdogs because both of them, neither one of them. Go around the front. All right. Neither one of them. People didn't believe in either one of them. Well, Clint, he was in Rawhide. Google him. He was like acting in Rawhide, and he wanted to make his own movies, and they didn't want him to star in the Western movies. So he went over across the water somewhere else, not in the United States, started making movies, and he came back to the United States a star. And fast forward to Sylvester Stallone, he wrote Rocky, and I think he wrote Rocky because of Muhammad Ali, but that remains to be seen. We don't know if that's true or false, but regardless, he wrote a hit, and he wanted to act in it, and they told him no. He told him they want him to act in it, and anyway, he said, "Well, I'm acting my own movie. I'm acting my own movie," and so he acted in it, and here we are years later. They got not only do they have like a series of Rocky movies, but they also got Creed 1, 2, and 3. So shouts out to Sylvester Stallone, shouts out to Clint Eastwood for always don't let people steal your joy, don't let people steal your dream. If you got a dream, hold on to it. Don't let anyone tell you can't do it because you can. So those people, they got to be on the list because of that alone. And who else we got here? Oh, Gene Hackman. Yeah, Gene Hackman. They got Charlie Chaplin on here. I only seen one of his movies. Ben Kingsley. You know, I'm gonna put Yul Brynner on here. Yul Brynner, 27. Not only Yul Brynner, but Charlton Heston. I'm gonna put Yul Brynner and Charlton Heston on here simply because they made the Ten Commandments. And I'm busy. So yeah, Yul Brynner, Ten Commandments, and I gotta put them on the list because of that. Both of them are tremendous actors. But both of them did a lot of good as far as doing that movie, and especially Charlton Heston because he was in Charlton Heston was in Planet of the Apes too as well. And one of the favorites, I always use that. I always say that line too. And he say, they couldn't believe. Okay, yeah, all right. See you later. All right, but yeah, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. But I'm not getting to the comment shit. I'm still trying to go through the list. But anyway, in Planet of the Apes, right? Planet of the Apes. one of my favorite scenes is when they found out he could talk because his throat was messed up for a while, and then he say, "Get your hands off me, you're down 58." But I don't know who wrote that movie, but anyway, let's move on. Leonardo DiCaprio, yeah. I'm 29. Put him on the list. 29 because he made a lot of good movies too. Some of the young actors. Leonardo DiCaprio, yeah. Catch Me If You Can. Other stuff he made. Put him on the list. Russell Crowe, of course. 30. That's number 30. Russell Crowe, yes. Got to put him on the list. What's the other guy from 300? My daughter loves him. Kevin Spacey, yes. 31. The guy from anybody put it in the chat? The guy from the 300. What's his name? I wish Pip was here. She could tell me. But anyway, I'm putting him on the list. I reserve his. It'll come to me later. It'll come to me in a second. But I can't think of his name right this minute. But I put him on 32. Humphrey Bogart. When I put him on the list, because like I said, I wasn't old to watch all his movies. Clark Gable, no. Gary Cooper, no. Who else we leaving out? We leaving out anybody? Anthony Quinn, no. I would put Kevin Hart on this, but Kevin Hart is doing stand up. He's not really an actor per se. He's an actor, but I wouldn't put him on the all-time great. I wouldn't put him on the all-time great list. I wouldn't. Even though I love Kevin Hart and I appreciate what he's done, what he's doing, but as far as me, stand up is phenomenal. But But that TV show he did, I don't know. The TV show he did, the TV show he did was great. So I don't know. Uh, oh, Jamie Foxx, 33. Jamie Foxx, 33, and uh, who else? Who else can we name? Who else we got? Jamie Foxx. Oh, the one who played. Michael B. Jordan, 34. Oh, I don't know. I forgot about him. I should have been saying him. Michael B. Jordan, 34. Terrence Howard, 35. Morris Chestnut, 36. Martin, 37. Who else? Who else we got on here? These are some of my favorite. Did I put Cosby on here? I gotta put Cosby on here too. Bill Cosby, I gotta put him on too. Because Bill Cosby opened the door for a lot of people. And he didn't start, and I'm not just speaking for the Cosby show, I'm speaking for the movies he did. Even if forget about the man, what he like. I'm talking about the art that he created. And a lot of times you gotta separate the two. You can't. I'm not gonna stop listening to regardless what people say. I'm not gonna stop listening to certain music or watching certain TV shows because of what a man did. I'm looking at the art that the man created. So we can disagree or agree with that, or and move forward with it. But that's how I look at it. The art that man created on TV or in movies or song will have nothing to do with the man that is his personal life. The same thing in the spiritual. The same thing with a pastor delivering a biblical message that comes from the Bible. If you look at the Bible, look at your Bible, and you can read it, and you go along and reading what the people are saying, then how can you disagree with what the guy's saying? But anyway, let's move on. Who else we got? Peter Finch, Henry Fonda. Let me see. Yeah. Good evening. But let's see. Cary Grant. I don't know about Cary Grant. I won't put Cary Grant on the list because, like I said, Cary Grant. They got Richard Burton. No. Burt Lancaster. No. John Wayne. I'm not putting John Wayne on my list. No. Kirk Douglas. Michael Douglas. Yeah, I gotta put Michael Douglas on the list. Michael Douglas. Oh, Martin Sheen. Gotta put Martin Sheen on the list. Gotta put Charlie Sheen on the list. I'm gonna put Bruce Lee on the list too, even though Bruce Lee did his thing. Jackie Chan, put Jackie Chan on the list. He made more movies, but Jackie Chan, put Jackie Chan on the list. Who am I missing? Oh, Tommy Lee Jones. I gotta put Tommy Lee Jones on the list. Man, I almost put Tommy Lee Jones. Sean Connery, definitely put Sean Connery on the list. 44. Oh, and Kevin Costner, 45. Gotta put Kevin Costner on the list. Love Kevin Costner. Who am I missing? Somebody else I like. Oh, Eric Norton. I love Eric Norton. Put Eric Norton on the list. 46. You say. And one of the best Eric Norton movies that I've seen that I love so much is The Score. Robert De Niro. That's a great movie. It's a great movie. And these are actors. I do another time about actresses, my top actresses, but these are actors. So next time I do the actresses. But this was like a debate we were having, so I just want to come on and just give my synopsis and my take on the actors that I like, that I love. And these are some of them. Joe Pesci, yeah, I got to put him on the list. That's 47. I said Michael Douglas already. John Vaughn. Yeah, John Vaughn is good too, but I got to put him on the list. John Vaughn. I said Don Chino already. What else can I say? Oh yeah, Johnny Depp. Put Johnny Depp on the list. Put Johnny Depp on the list, definitely. Johnny Depp has done a lot. Oh, Mel Gibson, that's 49. Mel Gibson, 49. And 50 is my all-time favorite. And I close with this. 50 is my number 50. Number 50 is my all-time favorite. My all-time. I love him. I love him. I love him because he's a testament to success, testament to what you can do when you decide to do it. And he battled addiction. And he was a great actor. Robert Downey Jr. Number 50. Robert Downey Jr. Number 50. He battled addiction. He was acting. Like sometimes you have your hooks in the world and things start moving for you. And that happened to me too. A prime example of that happened to me too. But anyway, I'm talking about him. So anyway, he was moving. He was moving. Got hooked on drugs. And they wrote him off. People talking about it was all over the news, talking about how he went to send in rehab and this and that, and people were talking about how he'd never act again, and he went to rehab and got out. Guess what? Iron Man. To the moon he went, and he's acting ever since. So shout out to anyone, whether you're watching or you watch a replay, when you decide to take the matters into your hand and you put God first, and you say, I'm going to do it. Regardless of what anyone says about you, or when anyone doubts you, you say, this is what I'm going to do. And you put God in the mix of it as your foundation. And you say, this is what I'm going to do. God, walk with me. Walk with me. If I start running, run with me. If I start running, run with me. And don't keep me steady. I might not be able to run too fast with my old knees, but run with me, keep me steady so I don't fall. And run to where you got to go. So that's my top 50 with Robert Downey Jr. closing it out. Success depends on you and this. If you get this in order, and you just tell yourself that this is where I'm going, this is what I want, this is what I'm going to have, then who's to stop you? Who's to stop you? So, this is a little fun and lighten the mood. I've been serious the last couple of days talking about different things, but life is serious, but also we got to learn to have fun too, and learn to tell God thank you. Tell God thank you for wherever you're at, wherever you may be, whatever's going on in your life. There's a the sunshine after the rain. After the rain comes the sun. Even if it rains again, the sun's still going to shine. Even if it rains again, the sun's going to shine. So with that, I'm going to close out with that. I hope you enjoyed. Let me see if I missed. I know I probably missed some comments, but let me see what we got here. All right, what's up? Finally, a normal stream instead of those crazy. Okay, but yeah. Well, I don't know if you call it. You gotta subscribe and see. I don't know if you call my stream crazy, but I just want to lighten the mood because of what I've been talking about lately. I just want to lighten the mood a little bit and do something fun and share because we had a debate earlier about the top actors, and so we all disagreed, but like I say, one of my top, all of them are my top, all of them I like, but Robert Downey Jr. has a special place in my heart. Robert Downey Jr. has a special place in my heart because he overcame, and people write you off sometimes. People write you off and tell you what you can and can't do, and say you done. They say you're done. They told me he'll never act again. He was done. They say Robert Downey Jr. was done, and he came back and did Iron Man and been rolling ever since. So shout out to anybody that people doubt. Sylvester Stallone, those are I named those. I put them on my list too. Sylvester Stallone, all the actors too, because going to Hollywood is not easy. Samuel L. Jackson, Denzel Washington, all those actors, Don Cheadle, people didn't want them to act. But you know, everybody got their own familiar story. On this, some of them stories, people were homeless when they went to act, when to Hollywood to act, and nobody gave them a chance. They had to beat down doors and do all kind of stuff, not crazy stuff. They had to do stuff to get their foot in the door. Once they got their foot in the door, they can come back and say, "Hey, you come on with me. You come on with me." So, but yeah. Anyhow, I hope you all enjoyed it. Hope you all enjoyed it. Like I say, maybe I do this once a week. If I look at the stuff and see that people liked it and enjoyed it, then maybe I do it. I can do it again, but do something different. But anyway, regardless of what people like it or not, next week I'm gonna do the females and share my top 50 female actresses, because I just did the men today, and I don't want the ladies to feel left out, because you're not left out. Without our beautiful women, where would we be? I don't know where I would be without the beautiful women in my life, women that love and cherish and care about me. I don't know where I would be. You know, I don't know where I would be, especially the ones that the grandmothers, the great grandmothers, that prayed for their kids, prayed for their kids, prayed for their grandkids, prayed for their great grandkids, that kept us in prayer and said, God, you know, I know where they at right now. God, I know where they at right now. But walk with them. Walk with them a little bit more. Talk with them a little bit more. And give them the grace and mercy that you'll give me, because I'm here with you right now. So, with that being said, y'all be safe, y'all be blessed. And like I said, y'all got my list. Yeah, whatever that means. I don't know what that means. But anyway, y'all got my list. And I thank y'all for those that watched, those that tuned in. You know, nobody said nothing about, oh, he said Jack Nicholson rather. But yeah, he's good. But you know, like I said, Google is fun about their list. But you know, he on the list. Gene Hackman is on the list. But anyway, y'all be safe, y'all be blessed. And if you haven't subscribe, make sure you subscribe, comment down below, share if you want to. And I'll be seeing later. I'll be back later on the night, and I'll be saying we'll get back to a serious topic later on the night. And I'll be saying peace out, be blessed. I'm out.